Oh yeah, it's a hard
Hasan finally escaped his purgatory.
There is one kind of sponsor that's out there that's giving so much money to YouTubers.
And they have the most money, I think, out of anyone potentially in the world.
Yeah, it's the US Army. They got cash, and us as YouTubers, we could get it. So we're gonna watch these videos of YouTubers being paid by the military, and maybe we could learn how to get some of that cash.
Yeah, get some of that dough.
Today we're going to be challenging the real U.S. Army to a series of physical and mental challenges.
This is one of the most lethal air vehicles in the entire world.
Anyone can be in the Army, even me.
Literally the most lethal attack helicopter on planet Earth.
Thank you so much to the United States Army for sponsoring and making epic.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't know she did military sponsorships. She's a bit of a HasanAbi head. Did not know that. Okay.
Make episodes like this possible.
Can't thank the Army enough for letting me come out here and take a look at everything that was happening.
It doesn't get any more real life Call of Duty than this, man. I've been playing Call of Duty since I was like 11 years old. 11 years old.
Bro, fucking sick, dude. I love, dude. Blah, blah, blah. It's so Call of Duty, bro. All the people that you're killing are like just like Call of Duty, dog.
You go join the army for 3 days. That's a step up from what YouTubers usually do. It's always like, I spent a day.
Yeah, I spent a day.
He did 3 days.
And I like it that he's, because I was going to ask, how did this man get access to the army? I like it, it just says ad.
Yeah, that's so good. It's just a recruitment ad for the army.
Go Army!
What does it take to be a soldier? Bravery? Discipline?
Oh!
Dance moves?
Murder.
Expendability. Not having a lot of money. That's probably one of the main things that people join the army.
Poverty.
Because I think it's so funny that he's using the music they use on TikToks when they're recreating like...
Cleric, a heartbeat. Yeah. And also an interest in like no longer having one. You know, it's, again, expendability is great.
2000s rom-com.
Oh, it's just the things where they're like, I wanted to find out. I joined the army.
After finishing my midterms, I wanted to challenge myself and do something completely out of my comfort zone. Go Army gave me the opportunity to experience things firsthand.
Go Army is a thing? Just a game? Or is Go Army just a weird tagline for joining
fucking
the army?
Aussies, bro.
Just for joining the army.
They know that it's so disgusting and like not nice to be in the army. They're like, okay, well how about instead of going to war or joining the army, how about it's just Go Army?
Go Army.
Go Army.
I booked a flight to sunny California and made my way to Fort Irwin, where I would spend the next 48 hours.
I fucking hate clickbait. This guy's not even going to kill a single Afghani.
Yeah, that's fine.
I bet he's not going to do it.
It's not the true experience.
He's not going to do a war.
Yeah, if you're not going to bust through a door and like shoot at a fucking 14-year-old Afghan teenager whose house you broke into, who's like fucking terrified, are you really getting the full army experience? I don't think so. Also, I bet that in that basic training that they do for like 3 fucking days, they don't get the psychological, emotional, or physical trauma that is associated with basic training. So there's that reality as well. I bet you can't even get a fucking, full-blown PTSD clearance from the VA after those 3 days.
Crime either.
Fake shit.
Oh, it is an army recruitment ad.
It's the US Army. Why would you pick this kid? Why would you pick him? Pick me. Wait.
Oh.
Yeah, sick.
That's actually from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
There's a real...
It's still got dirt on it as well.
Has it got any kid's blood? I'm even more suitable for the army. Look what I've got.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, come on. Go Army!
Rucking is essentially hiking with
Iraqi
weight on your
freedom
back,
veteran.
and soldiers usually ruck at least once a week to keep in good shape, and I gotta talk to some great people. One of them even tried teaching me how to gritty, but
It's funny that you can actually frame it like this.
Yeah, it's insane. Imagine seeing this equivalent for the Russian army, killing people.
Dude, I love the ass music playing in the fucking background as he's literally like, yeah, it's so sick. Here's the world's largest fucking organization that is like the world's largest hiring body, which exists for the express purpose of extracting natural resources from the third world and like consistently keeping them enslaved, and doing it in the most brutal and violent ways possible. But like, you got that royalty-free ass vlog music in the background. Crazy.
People in Ukraine.
Oh, wake up. Divide.
He even taught me how to cause a shock.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Wow.
it was time for me to get prepared to shoot a gun for the very first time.
You have to shoot 20 3 out of 40 targets to qualify.
That is a horrible hit rate. So you can spray and just kill one bad guy to one civilian.
And you're fine.
And you're fine.
I missed all of my shots in the very beginning, and it was pretty embarrassing, but after Sergeant Loader helped me
Dog, how do you miss with the fucking optics, dude? How?
You adjust a
Okay,
little bit
that's
and-
crazy.
Pretty far away.
That is very
23
far
out of
away.
40.
If you're shooting at people and killing civilians half the time at that range,
That's impressive.
I think that's
impressive,
pretty
man.
cool. Yeah, very impressive.
No, it wasn't iron sight only. No. You're so annoying, Hasan. So negative. Yeah, my bad, dude. I should be dick riding the U.S. military. Like, what are you, fucking new here? You've been, I guess maybe you are. 2023, April 28th. Yeah. Hello? Have you never heard me talk about the fucking military? Do you know what I'm fucking most famous for? Is like talking about a fucking decorated Purple Heart veteran and his eye socket. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, I am negative about the American military, the U.S. military. You know what's negative, dude? Everything that the U.S. military does, both to the fucking people that they enlist and also certainly to the people overseas.
And then after the range, we headed back to the barracks to get some rest, and here is a quick tour of the barrack that I stayed in. I was very surprised with how nice it was.
Crazy that they seem to have money to have a pretty nice barracks. They just don't spend any money when these guys come back with PTSD.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you're homeless now. Remember that barracks?
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it?
Today
Yeah,
was
exactly.
a very fun and tiring day, so once I got back to the barracks, I went straight to bed to prepare for tomorrow.
That is a toilet.
Yeah,
not,
it's
a bed.
Straight to bed. I don't
Straight to
know.
bed.
I don't want to judge this guy. I don't know how he sleeps.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably sleeps on a giant pile of cash, actually, after doing a sponsorship for the biggest army in the world.
Yeah, I wonder how much it is.
Imagine how much money you'd be like
better
$1
be
million.
big.
Yeah, I kind of want to know how much the bag is, dude. Honestly, as YouTubers, they should have done, they should have like asked for an ad.
That would be awesome.
It'd be crazy.
I think if
Insane.
someone said you want $1 million,
Listen, we got some decorated military veterans in the chat right now. Okay. Well celebrated and decorated. Put some respect on our name. Cleric's in here too.
So that's asked me twice.
Go
Go Army!
Good morning, my friends. The sun rose about 30 minutes ago,
Look at them with the zoomer haircut.
and today I'm going to be doing some PT.
SD.
We're gonna test how out of shape I am.
That was a chant.
Yeah. They microdose them on trauma, so they will also be less hurt when the actual war happens.
So we started by doing some dynamic stretching, but I don't think my brain was fully awake yet.
Their clothes look like bad guy clothes. Like Warhammer Army.
Well, it's a mix
True.
between like, you know, some
That's
horrible
funny.
Warhammer army and like the Jamaican Bob.
I love that. Look, the Australian perspective on the U.S. military is so funny because like I never really thought about it like that, but they do look like they have the henchman fit on.
Sled team from Cool Running.
Also a horrible army.
Yeah. Also, how come he doesn't have to dress like everyone else? Are you serious, bro? You're making a video. You only have to be here for 3 days. You don't have to commit to anything. At least just wear the uniform.
It also showed me how dedicated our soldiers are to bettering themselves every single morning.
Fred's in a really hard position here because he has to like market this video on YouTube. It has to be exciting. The most exciting thing about the army is that they're murderers. They kill people and explode things. They go to other countries and heaps of civilians die and everything gets destroyed. That's such clickbait. It's so cool. But he also has to make the army look like they do nothing. Like they look like they just walk around and dance.
It's funny being not able to admit the best parts of the army.
That's
like,
why he's only got 370,000 views. No one's gonna watch someone doing the fucking beep test at high school.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic.
Like, it's so boring.
Also, we're probably going to get more views on this, which is Army if you're watching.
We look good in uniforms. Kill! 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 Kill!
Oh,
Kill!
Army.
After talking to the garrison commander and after he roasted my university, I got to meet Bradley. Bradley is a national champion and part of the cavalry regime. Bradley was a super friendly horse, and I learned a lot about how many different jobs there are in the army.
How many different jobs? You could be a horse. You could do anything.
You can be a dog.
Are you the guy who's gonna sniff out all the IEDs? Are you gonna get your face blown off in Syria?
This is my first time changing a tire, and the soldiers were telling me how important it is to take care of the vehicles. I don't think there is anything more rewarding than learning and doing something for the first time.
I'm pretty sure majority of people who join the army have changed a tire before.
Yeah.
For most people, this is a pretty menial task. Like this pampered YouTuber, it's like, I think it's really rewarding to learn how to do all these basic things that poor people have to do all the time.
As a final goodbye, I wanted to get their opinion on one last question.
What is the most rewarding part of being in the Army?
Well, you can ask them anything. You ask the most softball question. Yeah. What's the best thing about what's going on right now?
Yeah. What do you want him to say? You want him to fucking ask him about war crimes?
Yeah. Be like, are you scared that all your friends are going to die?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Do you know why you're going to Syria?
Doing any of this? Why are you here?
Traveling.
Yeah, I say travel. Great experience. Yeah. New experiences, I say. Beginning to travel.
You get to travel, I guess. So that part's good.
To be honest, I just came here for schooling and also the experience.
There you go, an honest man.
Dude. I like that even on the scripted one, they're still going to inevitably arrive at a dude who's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here, dog. I kind of got duped into this.
Yeah. Because everyone in America is like...
You like that famous video, what would you say to your recruiting officer?
So fucking poor. And the government doesn't offer you an education. The only way you can do it is by selling your life, essentially. Yeah. Being willing to die so you can maybe go to school.
No, I like that guy.
Yeah. Honestly, this is my only way to get an education and not be poor anymore.
Yeah. And I think there are some cool things about for men, for the army, and just the fact that you're with a bunch of other guys just like fixing cool vehicles. That does sound fun.
Yeah, but there's other stuff you got to do.
Yeah, I know, but if you just focus on that bit.
I mean, now you're trying to get money for a video. I see your whole game. You see that this guy's made $1 million and you're just like, go Army!
Throughout the trip, I was blessed to meet so many amazing individuals who taught me different things. I tried learning how—
Bro, that shit's working, dude. It's working on him. My man saw one fucking cool gizmo gadget and was like, oh, I'd like to fucking fix that. I'd do that for a living.
A gritty.
It's the first thing he says.
There are other avenues.
There are other ways to gritty.
You don't have to join the army.
If there is one thing that I learned from this trip, it's that anyone could be a soldier. Even me. Find Go Army careers opportunities where you can utilize your skills in the link below.
Why is he whispering? What?
Did they make this dude do the ASVAB? That'd be funny. That's content. For the record, I can't click on this. It seems like the tweet has been deleted. So I don't know why you keep spamming a deleted tweet. Maggie Pie 411. They're not wrong though. Anyone can be a soldier. It's kind of like the whole point.
Why is he whispering with the noise? Is this actually sponsored by the army? Because I can't imagine the army would watch that and be like, yeah, that's great.
We got the
Maybe they just couldn't hear him.
Now we're going to solve our recruitment problems.
Yeah. And see him in Afghanistan.
Hey, look, we're not in Afghanistan anymore.
Right.
Old Trump and Joe Brandon pulled him out. We're in Syria, in Iraq.
Great. I want to know who this man is and why are they giving him money? Is this a psyop?
The whole thing. There's nothing else going on the
Maybe
channel.
This was whole started. His first thing was a Q&A with 400,000 views. How is that possible? And
wait,
he
what the
hasn't done a
fuck?
sponsorship with anyone else. He kind of looks like a fake person. This video is just going to be turning into us finding psyop.
Yeah.
It's probably a new age of army influencers or something.
Yeah,
wait, what the fuck?
I feel like if the army did a psyop, it would be like Mr. Beast. It would be something like real big.
No, you guys are wrong. There is a psyop. Haley Juan. That's a psyop.
2-9. Rounds are on target. Fired for effect. Gun ready. Rounds away.
Right behind me is the most heavily armed gunship in history.
I've seen this.
The AC-130.
I've watched this before. The AC-130. This video is gross as fuck.
130J Ghost Rider.
That is Mr. Beast style. That is so good.
That is fucking sick.
How does he get that? He's got 298 subscribers. Who gave him an AC-130? When do we? You should have had like 20 of these on IGN by now.
What's weird? It's not even an ad.
No. Okay, well then this is like deep military.
This
stuff.
is, yeah. Views expressed in this video are my own and do not resemble the official views of the United Air Force or Department of Defense.
You wouldn't write that unless they were paying you to do stuff.
Yeah.
We don't write that.
No.
Because it's pretty obvious, because we're not our boss.
Getting paid by the army.
Do they just give, can we ask him? How do we get the AC-130?
Oh, that's pretty good.
We're much bigger than you. Hey Sam, we were just wondering where you got the AC-130. We've got a pretty big platform and we'd love one too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. If this ends with us with an AC-130.
I'm pro-US military.
Yeah.
If I get one of those planes, I'll fly it to Somalia and fucking kill whoever you want me to kill. I'll do whatever you want.
Well, today I'm out here at Cannon Air Force Base to teach you about the mission, the crew, and what it's like to experience firing the weapons myself.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's so funny to just use the same YouTuber tropes.
Tropes for war crimes.
Yeah.
It's just insane. It's just, there's no shame.
Oh, the guy making the AC-130 video is literally a public affairs officer for the Air Force. This is why we do these videos. This is why I do it live, okay? Because I have the motherfucking CIA in my corner who was able to fucking tell me all these like important and relevant pieces of information that they are going to miss because they don't have 30,000 freaks.
I don't think they know that what they're doing is wrong in any way. No. I think the only way you can say that is if you genuinely believe that you're somehow like protecting your country.
I agree. These guys have eaten the fucking boot, okay? They've eaten the propaganda hook, line, and sinker. They legitimately think that they're doing like, or if they're getting the bag. No, man. Outside of this community, do you know how how normal people view the fucking army, dude? Are you crazy? Are you nuts? That's why I like kind of cringe sometimes whenever I hear leftists be like, fucking veteran, every veteran's a murderer, like they're baby killers. Like I get where you're coming from, okay? But like it's a bit cringy on the optics side when you're like cutting commentary. And I say this as someone who's probably one of the most outspoken, one of the most fucking mainstream opponents of the military, okay? Like, I've taken it to that fucking level where, like, I suffer the consequences of shit that I've said about U.S. imperialism every fucking day, okay? But, like, optics, Succession simp? You think I learned about optics from Succession? What are you, crazy? In general, one, a lot of people are just like fucking duped into joining, okay? And two, the broader majority of the public legitimately think that the military is doing good. I just hate how little people talk about victims when talking about the military. It's all about how vets get treated when they come back. Yeah, of course. Because that's how American imperialism works. It's that powerful. Do you know what I mean? Because American exceptionalism and Western chauvinism work hand in hand to justify American imperialism. And that is the reason why you don't even care about the fucking victims when you talk about the military. I do. All the time. But the reality is that, you got to cut your propaganda to the audience. You got to tailor it to the audience that is going to receive it. And the audience that is receiving anything about the U.S. military in the United States of America or militaries in general are always going to be swept up in the jingoistic, nationalistic fervor. Okay? It is one of the most powerful, it is one of the probably most powerful forms of propaganda that people don't even consider to be propaganda when they think about how much they love the military and how they immediately take it for granted that these guys are here to protect and serve against enemies both domestic and foreign.
Something.
Americans are so brainwashed to like be in love with their army, but simultaneously like think every other army is doing these crazy war crimes. Like, no, you're all doing it.
Yeah,
that's what your guys are. Like,
you're all as bad as each other. Yeah. You just have more money, which is why we're making fun of you.
You have enough money just to give a YouTuber an AC-130. You're fucking serious.
And what it's like to experience firing the weapons myself, so that we can see what this gunship.
It's going to like a very pro-cop area, saying ACAB instead of toning it down a little bit. Wait, what? No, it's not. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? First of all, given how normalized that military conquest is, unlike police love and all of that shit, there is an element of like white supremacist attitude that literally normalizes it further beyond what police do as occupying forces on domestic soil. You have an understanding that like cops are behaving in an unjustifiable and like really fucking inhumane way towards American citizens. You might say, well, they're black people, so who cares, right? A lot of racist people do say that. But that understanding is not as widely held as the understanding that like Iraqi babies do not deserve anything but hot lead, okay? The short and sweet of it is that like American imperialism and the faceless victims of American imperialism are so far away from public consciousness that most people don't even think about it. They're like, oh, yeah, no, they're doing a really important thing. They're doing a really, really important thing, which is why no one thinks about it. No one thinks about the military in the same vein that they do about cops. value in that. And it's not like something that I'm into. All right, let's watch.
Truly capable of. Guys, get ready, because this is the AC-130.
This is what happens when you answer those emails you get in our fucking inbox and people trying to send us shit. It's all legit.
Yeah, because he actually went out there and said, okay, I'll test try the AC-130. We've just been ignoring them.
I'm Major Mark Wolf. I'm a weapons system officer on the AC-130J Ghost Rider. Our mission set is to provide close air support to special operations forces as well.
Did he have a skull on his
Ghost
arm?
Rider?
Like, they're not even pretending that they're bad guys.
Yeah, it's just like, this is just a chill place, man. We're just gonna hang out on this death helicopter with a bunch of skull boys.
So this is the Ghost Rider, huh?
Yeah, it's essentially a bomb truck with guns.
You know, a few videos back, I got to fly on the normal variant.
He just didn't even react to
It's
it.
essentially a bomb truck with guns.
You know, a few videos back, I got to...
This kid scares me. The last thing I want in like control of this machine is like a YouTuber kid. They have no feeling. Like they are ready to nuke someone. Because the last video I got to fly in the other kind of plane.
I've loved working on it and seeing the impact it's had on the mission all across the world.
I can't imagine. I respect to what you do and just excited to be out here.
Wait, how is the military this bad at propaganda? This is so strange.
This is NPCs having conversations. Well,
Sam Ekholm is cool. Which one is that? Is that the fucking guy who's like flying the AC-130? Because he does literal PR for the Air Force.
I'm so happy with the impact it's had around the world and seeing that.
I can't imagine.
So this is
So no, I don't think it's cool. He's like, dude, guys, today we're testing out the new Predator drone by flying it over Korengal Valley. Oops, it looks like there's a bunch of 14-year-olds playing soccer down there with a bag of trash. Well, turns out we just lasered them. I'm Sam Ekholm, and this is what the U.S. Air Force does, baby. Boys, the plan is simple. We have a bright day out there. It's actually very clear skies, and that means it's time for a UAV drone strike to fall upon a Pakistani village. That's right. I'm going to be doing war crimes today with some of my boys.
AC-130J gunship, the most heavily armed aircraft in
the most chair force looking dude I've ever seen. Oh my God. Okay.
world.
It's so funny you can just say that sentence and not think I'm a bad person.
Yeah, we've got the best death machine you've ever seen. You're looking at it right now. So how much do you reckon they're paying him?
He might not be getting paid like a YouTube sponsorship. He just...
The worst part is, okay, first of all, we already established that he does PR for the Air Force. That's his job. The worst part about it is that, like, yes, these death-dealing machines are kind of cool. I hate to admit it, but, like, the technical shit behind it, like the fact that it's just like a behemoth that's, like, flying around, like, there is something cool about it. I'm not going to fucking sit here and act like it's not cool. It's like a flying fucking train, you know what I mean? And trains are cool. You only say that because of Murat? No, I'm fascinated by technology like that. I just wish it wasn't for fucking death dealing. I don't give a fuck about the rocket aspect of it at all. I do think that it's like sick when it's like such a gigantic behemoth of a plane though. I don't like the missile systems in it. I don't really care about that, even though it is technically a fucking engineering marvel. Yes. How do I describe it? Like, I mean, you guys know how I feel about that. Like the big plane in Ukraine that we blew up in no pixel. I love that thing. You know what I mean? Fucking Russia. It just really lost the war in the hearts of the people when they blew up that fucking thing. The Antonov. Yeah. Fucked up.
Might be working for the military, and this is his job. This is his job. He's come in as a media, positioned as a YouTuber, and then he's doing this, and it's so like this is working because this has 5 million views.
Yeah,
this has probably been responsible for some people joining the army.
Yeah, oh definitely. This is much better than the last guys, but also this one's so much weirder. The last guy's like almost like a real person.
Yeah,
this guy is like they've gone over the deep end with like speaks what he's told to say,
and he speaks a bit like a psychopath.
Yeah.
The first thing you'll notice is the 30mm gun, which is capable of firing up to 200 rounds per minute, each roughly the size of a Coke bottle.
Each round...
Yeah, like, what's that hitting? Children, dog. That's what.
Blows up with the same force as a hand grenade.
Enough to say that we have enough on board to do some serious damage. The 30 brings a lot.
How can you be saying that so boringly?
Yeah, that's the most exciting thing I've ever heard. It's a grenade gun.
You were literally like what they thought the rapture was back in the day. You were like the devil. You were these horsemen flying through the sky and just exploding everything.
This is amazing. It's like, did you ever do the mods in video games, or do you change it so your bullets are actually RPGs?
Great. Well, they've done it.
They've done
the US Army's done that.
It's done that.
And let's just say that we have enough on board to do some serious damage.
The ammunition also feeds in from 2 different chains.
Dude, any fucking hospital or like a light bulb factory that we fly over is toast. You understand? Like, what's the okay, what kind of war has the United States fought against another nation state and a standing army of a nation state that demands this level of firepower since World War II? The answer is 0, for the record. It's basically a rhetorical question. If you say Vietnam, you're fucking delusional. It's literally what I just described to you. And there never will be one. That's the other part of it. Like, what about the war on drugs? Yeah, just fucking fly over Skid Row and just fucking nuke the entire downtown Los Angeles area. The AC-130 sucks, by the way. It's only used for when you are fully outpowering a population with no defenses. Its only purpose is to kill civilian populations. Pretty much. I would assume it's very bulky. It's very meaty. So an actual anti-air defense would probably be able to make short work of this, right? I don't know. I actually don't know. I wish Murat was here. I could ask him about these questions, but it's pretty meaty. So I don't think you can do a fucking bombing run with something this fucking massive. Taking cargo ship or big oil rig? Oh, like Rust? Look up AC-130 releasing flares. Yes, I know what counter, like what kind of missile defense capabilities they have. That doesn't change the reality. You run out of fucking flares eventually. Also, flares are probably for other aircraft fire. Like, I'm sure that there are like surface to air defense systems that don't really look at the flares at all. Yeah, flares are used to deflect heat-seeking missiles, oftentimes from another fighter jet, right?
Allowing gunners to quickly switch to a second kind of ammunition if they need to take out a different threat.
It's so funny to design something to fight threats. Something's really threatening there on the ground in Iraq.
Yeah.
We need to design a machine that can handle that threat. It's like, bro, you could just chill here, there'll be no threats.
If America spent all their military budget on just making anti-aircraft gun in America, I would almost have no problem with it.
Untouchable
Because I'm
country,
like,
beautiful.
then it's like, they're not attacking anyone,
No.
they can't do anything with them.
And it's defense. It's a
fine.
defense force.
That is defense. Yeah, just do that.
This round and this weapon, the howitzer, is actually used by the Army. They utilize it on the ground. Here we have modified it so that we're able to shoot it in there.
I love that in America they talk about, like, you have these like people who do school shootings, all these like lone gunmen that are like, you know, obsessed with killing people and collect all these weapons, and it's like scary. And on the other hand, you have just like the most light-hearted talk about like a much more dangerous weapon.
Yeah. And then you're like, well, how could this person get? Where do they get these ideas
so
from?
violent?
Yeah, what is wrong with these? Meanwhile, YouTubers are like, whoa,
dude. You could kill a whole fucking wedding with one of these.
Flying artillery.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to...
I mean, you say that, but this guy looks like he has PTSD.
Yeah, this guy does not want to be holding this anymore.
Absolutely.
I've seen what this weapon does.
It was time to head inside the squadron for the mission brief. This was my opportunity to sit in with the crew.
There's a skull. How do they not feel like the bad guys? They're sitting in a room with a giant skull on the wall.
A flying skull. We are flying death.
It's so...
This is such an un-American perspective to like focus on the aesthetics of a skull. I don't even think about that. I love that. I actually love that they're looking at this and going like, that's a skull. Isn't that what bad guys have? Because like when I see it, I'm like, oh, those are the guys that think they're the good guys. You know what I mean? Like, that's the entire point, is that, like, those are the sheepdogs, brother, you know? The ones that take care of the sheep in the nighttime. I think of Nazi when I see Skull Law, and I'm an American boo. He's a big fan of Raytheon. Why are these lips so upset about the U.S. Air Force's Totenkopf? Totenkopf, brother. What the fuck? What are you, sneezing? Gesundheit.
So bizarre, they try to make it look normal, and this is what a supervillain looks like. Yeah. This is how every layer is designed.
The weirdest part is that they have to, we know this is what they do.
Yeah.
And then why are you pretending you don't do that?
You're
and then
murderous.
you feel like an idiot because you have to say it so many times.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're literally the ones fucking admitting it.
I'm very excited. I don't really know exactly what to expect, but I'm sure I'll feel that thing. It's gonna be crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's a pretty good recoil. It's kind of like if somebody were to like kick the bottom of your chair kind of hard like you're sitting in right now. So.
Okay, I'll take you up on that. Let's see if it's like that.
It's like they're not actually talking to each other at all. They're just weirdly delivering lines.
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna fuck. Like, I felt sexual chemistry in the air. This is cool. It's like we're reacting to the video together. Me and my friends, except, you know, I'm here by myself and they are the ones who are reacting to the video. Also, where the fuck is our video that we did together when you guys were here? I don't even have the same haircut anymore. God damn it. Post the fucking military propaganda video, dog.
Just back and forth into staring the ether.
Yeah, straight past each other.
We're about to load up here. I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little nervous. The firepower on this thing is crazy, and the fact that I get to strap in and shoot it myself, it's gonna be exciting, but we'll just see how it goes. So, can't wait to bring you guys along.
Can't wait to bring you guys along. Can't wait to bring you guys along. He's like a TikTok boy.
Yeah.
He does like little like fuckboy hand gestures and head movements. Insane. That's crazy.
Now, one thing I haven't shown you yet is probably the most important component of the Ghost Rider. This dual console computer system known as the MOP, or Mission Operator Palette.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's so on the nose.
It's like obviously evil. Like everything they do is what a 3-year-old would identify as like the bad guy.
Yeah.
I want it on the walls. I want it on the plane. I want it on the screen. I want it in my skin.
This is where all the weapon systems are controlled, including the cameras, sensors, and most importantly, the trigger. Once all the tweaks were made, it was time to take my seat at the MOP. The first thing I'll say is that
the attack helicopters are named after people the U.S. genocided. Apache, Black Hawk. Imagine Germany calling a helicopter Jew. I think like Americans would probably say that they were like brave warriors, and that's why they're like honoring them for the record. But like, you're not wrong. You are right. It's literally the fucking genocided tribes. Made only more ironic by the fact that like every one of these dudes probably claims like 1/3 Cherokee or some shit. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, what do you mean, brother? I'm native myself. It's like, your name is Hank and you live in Iowa. You've never seen a native person. Like, you've never seen like a indigenous person. Fuck you mean?
To some extent,
Elizabeth Warren, exactly. Elizabeth Warren is like playing off of the very long tradition of doing exactly that.
Really did feel like I was playing a video game.
So it's kind of like the people watching this are gamers.
Yeah.
You have him say this, and then they're like, oh, well, I'm good at Call of Duty. I've played the AC-130.
And also, I have no PTSD from playing a video game. There's no downside to killing people using this machine. Yeah, pretty on the nose. Like, and it's just like a video game.
Yeah, you love video games. Go Army!
Go Army!
The side controller where you see my left hand is where you change the position of the camera over the targets as well as the zoom. And you can actually adjust the sensitivity just like your typical Xbox or PlayStation.
Stop it! You're advertising to children. What is this? And you can even change your skin. You can have a new uniform. You can have a flaming hand.
This is like when the fucking sponsors give you notes on the sponsorship in a video. And make sure you remember our most important talking points to tell the viewers.
American Indian veterans have the highest record of military service. Okay. American Indians and Alaska Natives serve in the armed forces 5 times the national average. Let's think. Let's think real quick. I wonder why. It seems to me like the United States military has extremely predatory recruitment practices that regularly take advantage of low-income communities that filled to the fucking brim with marginalized people that have no other financial option for survival. That's right. Damn, dude. Damn. It's because they love this country 5x more than other people's, brother, but not the whites. Whites like it the most. Does Chatter thinking Native Americans are simply the most patriotic Americans or something? Yes. I think the Chatter linked it to be like, actually, I just owned you. Native Americans, literally the most patriotic. And by the way, there's plenty of fucking Native Americans who are chuds too. Like, if you ever met, I don't know if you ever met, indigenous people, but like, yeah, there's a lot of fucked up dudes in reservations too. Like, okay, the fuck does that mean? It's America. It's American brain rot. It's very pervasive. We had a trans shooter the other fucking day. What do you mean? Everybody gets some here. Like, American culture is incredibly powerful. You understand? $5G broke their brains. Hasan, I literally just found out. I thought it was a wild statistic. Come on now. No, the real wild statistic is like Vietnam has the highest favorability rating of the United States of America out of any country, which even includes Israel. That's a wild statistic. If you want to understand how much we fuck shit up around the planet and leave everything in the rubble, look to Vietnam. A country where there are children being born with birth defects to this day because of all of our awful weapons that we utilize out there that were straight up war crimes. Yeah, Agent Orange, baby. That's a wild statistic when I found that out. Same with South Korea and Japan. Okay, South Korea and Japan's development in the hands of the United States, especially Japan, was entirely different than Vietnam, though. Because Vietnam won. Higher than the Philippines, yes. That was their big mistake. They won. If Stalin invaded Japan, none of this weeb shit would have happened. Okay, why are you making an argument for America's intervention then? Like, incredibly violent and inhumane intervention. Like, because, I'm no weeb, but, like, I do enjoy anime from time to time. Wasn't Ho Chi Minh a fan of the USA? Yes, he was. He was literally a fucking Ameribu, just like me. I'm sure Puerto Ricans, I'm sure Samoans and Puerto Ricans are the highest percent per capita. Highest per capita military recruitment. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. What are your thoughts on Ho Chi Minh? Uncle Ho? He's the fucking GOAT. All my family's in the military. Yes, Puerto Rico. Anyway. Let's get back to this.
It's exactly like an Xbox and PS2 controller.
Not just that it feels like a video game, but that you can change sensitivity. It's pretty much you in your bedroom right now, but much cooler.
You could be killing people.
These two fingers are the ones you're going to most.
Zoom in, out, left, right. This is...
I love the idea that, like, people that watch this think that, like, a fucking random YouTuber who doesn't have military training was capable of firing an AC-130. Like, It's so fucking stupid. Of course he's in the fucking Air Force, man. What do you mean? It's not like they don't let random YouTubers handle this kind of equipment.
It's just like Call of Duty, guys. Enemy AC-130!
I'm not kidding. It seriously was.
The people are fucking monsters.
Yeah. Do you think guns are cool? Yes, I do, as a matter of fact, think guns are cool. Do I think that AC-130s are cool? No. Because there's like a craft to this, okay? There's like, you shoot at a target. Like, you don't have to like only use guns to kill human beings, you know what I mean? There's like an element of it. Whereas the AC-130 is like mostly just utilized to blow up hospitals and shit.
Yeah.
This is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I love it that he chose to like cut in video game footage instead of like, actual footage from like an Apache helicopter, maybe killing a bunch of journalists. There is footage of this stuff. There is footage of this actually killing people. But it's also just like Call of Duty, isn't it? It's just
just Call of Duty.
Yeah.
No, it's because they wanted to show the footage, but the footage will get demonetized on YouTube.
True.
And you can't get 5 million views. You're
just making stuff up, lol. Wait, what? Like an AC-130 is used to blow up hospitals? You think that's a joke? What? It's not a joke.
Propaganda.
This was gonna be fun.
So you're good to go?
Is this the button?
It's the trigger.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so as soon as you pull it, the gun's gonna go off. So you good?
I think I'm good.
All right, here you go.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
There you go. That a kid.
What did he say? Was that a kid?
No, he said. No, he said that a kid. Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's a kid.
That's a kid.
He just killed a child.
That's a child.
That's 10.
Right on target, brother. That's a kid. Kid down. Kid down.
That's a kid.
That's a kid.
I then responded, send it, which prompts the controller to transmit the coordinates and target. In this case, a group of 3 enemy tanks. As the Wizzo or Weapon Systems Officer, I'll relay the gun type, ammunition, and distance to target, which then allows the CISO or Combat Systems Officer next to me to confirm.
It's funny because this is essentially training as well, because you're essentially giving people a little bit of knowledge so when they come in, they understand how things work. So it's like the first stage of training is this video and a recruitment ad at the same time.
And it's also appealing to the kind of nerds who like want to know the organizational process of loading a thing into a gun. Like people who are interested in that are going to love it here.
Hey, gun ready. Gun ready.
Woo!
What do you mean on the 3rd of October 2015 in the United States Air Force AC-130U gunship attacked the Kunduz Trauma Center operated by Médecins Sans Frontières, also known as Doctors Without Borders, in the city of Kunduz in the province of the same name in northern Afghanistan, where 42 people were killed and over 30 were injured, including an Italian and a French doctor that were a part of the Doctors Without Borders under the under the watchful eye of our military commander Barack Obama. Guys, don't worry. He apologized for it afterwards. Yeah. Campbell said the attack was a mistake and we would never intentionally target a protected medical facility. Campbell said the airstrike was a U.S. decision made by the U.S. chain of command. The U.S. CENTCOM 15-6 report stated that General Campbell's own lack of strategic guidance and dissemination of certain rules of engagement were major contributing factors that led to the command and control breakdown prior to the airstrike. Oh, wait, guys, Obama gave $6,000 to the families of those killed in the airstrike. Only because, Europeans died in it too, so there was a lot, and I mean a lot of coverage on it. My fellow Americans, I'm here today. Boys, the plan is simple. Today, I'm here to talk to you from the heart, tell you that I am sorry. I brought about Pussy 2 onto the planet, and I opened Pandora's box. But remember the words. We must not look backwards. We must look forwards. We killed some folks. We killed more folks. And to them, I have to apologize. Bro, hospitals are literally the most obvious forbidden targets. How can they ever do this? Yeah, it's crazy. How did they do that?
Imagine like showing that, but like you said, just Russian footage.
Yeah.
People getting ready to kill Ukrainians.
It's just so wild. Yeah, I was thinking about that exact thing. It's just like people's reaction to the war in Ukraine is normal. You know, people are like, oh, this is so disgusting. These are monsters. How can you kill these people? How are you doing this? And then like at the same time, just praise this identical thing.
Yeah.
Not even more powerful.
It's fucked. It's so strange. You know, I've been thinking.
Lay it on me, Alex. You can tell me anything.
I've just learned so much. You know, I've learned about friendship, dancing, hand gestures, vehicles.
I know what you're going to say.
Okay, shoot, kid.
I think you were going to say something along the lines of, if you want to get out of your comfort zone and join the army, just go to www.patreon.com/boy_boy.
Hey, you forgot one thing.
Huh?
You also get a free video every month.
You came to America on purpose?
No, not on a porpoise. On a raft.
What? Okay, that's good. I'm back. I'm alive. Babylon's fucking sick. You know, in all seriousness, there are other sponsors out there. You don't need to be sponsored by the world's biggest military. You know, in fact, an example of like a better sponsor would be someone like NordVPN.
NordVPN, yeah.
Which coincidentally is the sponsor of today's video.
Hey, good shit. Shouts out to Hasan, shouts out to Boy. Shouts out to Alex and Alexar. I missed them. Great video. SAG-AFTRA National Board unanimously agrees to send authorization vote to members. Uh-oh.